Now, I want to come to one of my favorite things here today to recommend is a Puritan Theology, a Doctrine for Life, and it was written by Joel Beeke and Mark Jones. Now, I've been waiting for this for a long time, and so have many other men whose lives have been enriched by the Puritans. This is basically a systematic theology, bringing together Puritan thought and Puritan devotion with regard to God and the ministry. Now, some of you might think, wow, the Puritans, it's going to be so deep, it's going to be too heavy. Well, the book is very heavy. It's a large book. But I want you to know something. This book is not just full of propositional truth. It's full of life. It's full of things that will warm your heart. Now, instead of just taking my word for it, I want you to see that this is not your typical systematic theology. I'm going to show you just one portion that is an example of what goes through the entire book. In this systematic theology, there are so many things that are touching our lives as Christians, our devotion, our piety, our conformity to Christ. For example, there's a part here on the right use of God's promises. How do we use God's promises correctly, biblically? Just listen to what the authors have written. If the promises are all that we have seen them to be, they are more useful to us in this world than the very air we breathe. If God is behind them as their support and in them as their essential matter, then we have no greater security on earth for heaven and no greater access to the full enjoyment of God than in the divine promises. If the promises of God are His hand of bounty to us, nothing is more essential in life than to know what they are and how to profit from them. Having seen what they are, let us now consider how we as God's people are to use the promises that have been so freely given to us. That's beautiful. If that doesn't warm your heart, well, there may be a problem with your heart. And let me pull this back again. I really want to recommend this work to you. It's a Puritan Theology, Doctrine for Life. Not doctrine for a bookshelf. Doctrine for Life. And it's by Joel Beeke and Mark Jones. And I'm convinced it is going to be a tremendous and enduring gift to the church.